Welcome back to Alta Lifestyles. We are here today to review the DJI Osmo Action. So this is a handy little device. Okay, so we'll start with the pros to this. There's so many. One, it's a rugged outdoor camera. Two, it's voice command operated, or it can just be, you pick whatever. Number three is it's light, it's small, and you can pretty much take it anywhere. And you can do vlogging with it because it does have the option to switch to the front. The only con I would really have to say about this is the battery life is not the greatest. That is kind of what I discovered, so I do recommend to purchase some extra batteries. I purchased some straight from DJI or a supplier of DJI just because I've heard the third-party manufacturers don't have the rubber seal on the bottom, and that was a big thing for me. So definitely, if you are looking for more batteries, look into see if they actually do have the rubber seal. Like, read through the reviews, because I feel like that is super important. So another pro to this, if your screen becomes damaged, so this one here, you can actually just unscrew this. Right, and so you can get this as a replacement. So that's a cool function, because I'm gonna be honest, my DJI Osmo Action is going to be strapped to a race truck this year, and it's going to see some pretty harsh conditions. I'm going to be honest. So that is actually why I got this, was to hook it to our race truck this year and let it go. So I'm really looking forward to that. One thing I do want to point out with this is you do need a fairly big memory card, or like an SD card. Like, it has to be over 64 gigabytes, just because if it's not, I find it only records for about 6 to 7 minutes, and then it stops and then starts recording again. So depending on what you're doing, I guess it could work. But if you plan on shooting like a long vlogging video or something like that, definitely get a higher memory card, or like a bigger memory card. So that's just a friendly tip. We're going to power this on. So the power button's over here, your record button's right there, and then your mic is over here, and pretty much all your sounds is over there. And then your QS button's there, and then your door to the SD is right there. Now, I don't have a SD card in the camera just for this video, but that's where it goes. So you're going to power this on. Okay, so we are going to go through this. Right now my screen is dark, and that's just because my kid was playing with this before. So if you scroll down from the top, configuration, your brightness, your screen lock, and then your settings. And then this one down here is if you want it to kind of like rotate type thing. And then this one would be your timer. This is your voice control, so your voice command. I do have it shut off right now. And then this one's your review button. So we're just going to scroll up. And then if you scroll up from the bottom, this is where all your settings, so you can change your shooting mode, so if you want to shoot in 4K or different settings. So that is a handy function. Now up here in this corner it says rock steady, so certain modes like the lowest resolution won't support the rock steady mode, so just keep an eye on that when you are recording, whether it's vlogging or something. So definitely keep an eye on that one. And then if you swipe over from this side, so here's a quick little settings that you can adjust. And then here's your video settings. Swipe over this way, would be how you review all your images and videos and whatnot, but because I don't have a SD card in, you're not going to see it. But it's all touchscreen, so to get to the front, you tap the back twice. And it's going to switch to the front. And then to switch back, you're going to tap the back screen twice. And it's going to switch back. Now I'm just going to turn on the voice function. Okay, so if you say switch to the front, it's going to switch. Right? So the simple word will allow it to swap back and forth, so that is a handy thing. Or if you press the QS button once, it will switch over, and then if you press it again, it'll switch back. Now if you want to start recording, you just tell it to start recording, but because I don't have an SD card in, it's going to tell me, and then when you want it to stop recording, you just tell it to stop recording. To touch on this, I find with the battery, I probably get maybe 2 hours of recording, maybe an hour, so it kind of varies on what I'm doing and what resolution I'm shooting in, so definitely that plays a factor, but it is completely user-friendly. It is super easy to use. It's a great little recording device to have in your bag. It's small, it's convenient, so I definitely recommend it. And I'm excited to actually put it on a racetrack this year and see what it can do. So we have our first race in May in Medicine Hat, Alberta, and then we have a few throughout Alberta and then one in BC this year, so it'll be interesting to see this go through, you know, a whole race season strapped to a racetrack. So I will do a little review on that, and I'll keep you guys updated on that. The retail price of this I think was about $300 to $350 maybe, but don't quote me on that. I will put a link in the description below of where I purchased it and how much it was, but I was very happy with the purchase nonetheless. So if you're looking for a small, rugged outdoor camera to take on your adventures, but you don't want to spend, you know, $1,100, then I definitely recommend the DJI Osmo Action.